Good morning, everybody. My name is Joanna Clark. I'm the Director of Admissions and Marketing at OIC Brighton, and welcome to our virtual open house today. We're so glad you could join us. This event is designed to give you a real snapshot of our campus and our community and to showcase the many opportunities that our students benefit from here. You'll have an opportunity to hear from staff and some of our wonderful students, and you'll see that really from academic support to student life, we really do offer a great deal, and it'll show you what makes OIC Brighton a really special place. I'm going to hand over to our principal, Tess St Clair Ford, and as I do this, I'm just going to share my screen, so just please do bear with me one second while I do that. But Tess, over to you.
Hello, good morning here from Ovingdean in Brighton. It's really lovely to welcome you to our virtual open house. It's great for people to be able to join us remotely, but we do, of course, have a very much an open door. So do come and visit us in person whenever you get the chance. It is a beautiful sunny day here, and we're looking forward to a really exciting Friday of college life this early in the academic year. And the highlight being a staff and student football match this afternoon, which I know at least one of our student contributors in today's virtual open house is very excited about. So we'll contain our excitement and show you around our wonderful college today. We really want to give you a flavour of what it means to be an OIC Brighton student. And so you're going to hear a lot today from our wonderful students because they really are our best ambassadors. You're also going to hear from some of our fantastic teaching team and pastoral team, and they'll tell you more about how we support our students to achieve their future goals. And just briefly from me, I want to share with you the importance of our ABC values, because I think this really helps you to understand the character of our college. We have evolved out of the OIC curriculum, which is well known for its proven success in achieving excellent academic outcomes. And the three pillars of that curriculum are academic excellence and career pathways and personal development. And these are three really important pillars that shape the curriculum and our students' experience here at OIC Brighton. And these have evolved since we opened in 2023 into our amazing ABC values of ambition, belonging, and curiosity. Ambition because ours is a really ambitious environment. Our students come to us with big dreams about what they want to achieve in the future and even the way they want to impact their world. And we're ambitious. We're ambitious for our students and we're ambitious for our college and all that we will go on to achieve together. When we talk about belonging, it's because we're a really diverse community of students and colleagues. We are a boarding community and we want everybody to feel that strong sense of belonging because we know that students who feel secure and supported and known as individuals thrive both academically and personally. And when we talk about curiosity, it's because we know that this is the real foundation for all things academic success and personal development. Because if you're curious, that's what sparks your passion. That's what gets you interested and gets you learning. And what we do here at OIC Brighton is give people a huge breadth of opportunities to learn and try new things and develop. And so those are our ABC values. They thread through everything we do, whether it's our reward system or our fantastic super curriculum program. And I hope that helps you to understand a little bit about who we are here at OIC Brighton. But to understand that even better, I'm going to pass you over to one of our head student team, Aaliyah Gordon. Aaliyah is a fantastic student leader, leads our brilliant and very dynamic student council. Over to you, Aaliyah.
Hi, so I'm Aaliyah. I'm a year 13 day student, and as Tess said, I'm one of the head students. So me and the other head student, we run the student council. We make sure all the meetings happen, that students are listened to, and we can make whatever changes feels necessary. The values to me really represent what OACB is as a place, because the college here really pushes you to dream big. You know, everyone is encouraged to have big aspirations and be ambitious. So, and I feel like that sort of sense of ambition is nurtured here. So through the belonging sense that the college offers, you know, everyone feels like it's good and it's encouraged to be ambitious and to be curious about those ambitions. So yeah, I think the values just really represent everything that this college stands for. And yeah.
Thank you, Elia. Said wonderfully. So we're going to just show you a little bit now of our fantastic location. I open up this aerial view that hopefully you can see if my technology is working correctly. This is the aerial view of the campus, and you'll see that we're surrounded by beautiful countryside. And then we obviously have the sea 5 minutes walk from us. So our students really do benefit from some wonderful wonderful landscapes around them. Actually, I'm going to invite, whilst I show you around in the background, I'm going to invite two students to talk to you about our location, the benefits of our location. So Ismail, could I invite you first of all, one of our wonderful sixth form students?
Yes, of course. Hi, my name is Ishmael, and I would like to talk about the OIC Brighton location today. Actually, when I joined the school, I had several choices to choosing from in the UK, and I really chose OICB because of the location. Not only is the campus is set in Ovingdean, but also is surrounded by trees, greenery, and even a short walk on the beach. The connection that you get with nature here is just makes you feel calm and peaceful, and also a great place to focus on studying. It's not like a busy, it's not like studying in busy cities. It's like very calm. And also, if you want to go to the city, it's just a few minutes away from the city, and you can go, and if you want some energy, culture, and fun, you can just go to the city. And also, I love the balance. We have a lot of modern classrooms and science lab during the day, and then relax outdoors or explore Brighton in your free time. It gives you both the best of worlds, the quiet on the countryside and the buzz of the city. And for me, I really like the location. It's not only about the academics, it's also about the peace that you feel inside yourself and surrounded by this greenery.
Brilliantly put. Thank you very much, Ismail. And then could I ask Angela to come and speak about our location? Angela is one of our year 10 students. Thank you so much, Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela. So as previously said, OICB has a perfect, well-balanced location, as we are secluded in a small village, surrounded by nature and just by the beach. And we're just 15 minutes bus ride away from the bustling city. So that contrast gives like a sense of peace as we're surrounded by nature and by the beach. So we feel very relaxed, and from the classroom, we are surrounded by nature. 5 minutes from the beach, and on a walk, and just help our general well-being, which OICB really prioritizes.
Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you for those words. Okay, so we've done a little bit about our beautiful location. We're now going to move into our classroom. The benefit of this virtual tour is you can get around very, very quickly. It would usually take about 5 minutes, but we could do this in 20. So this is one of our classrooms. We, of course, have many, but they're very new and very bright.
Our programme starts in year 9, where our students have a real breadth of opportunity to explore different subjects. And unlike perhaps a more traditional year 9 approach, they also have STEM challenges that are set by MIT professors. They have career pathways, bespoke lessons timetabled. They study global perspectives so that they can explore global issues and develop critical thinking and evaluation skills. So a really broad and exciting programme to prepare them for GCSE. We then have a 2-year GCSE programme for years 10 and 11, in which students take usually around 10 different GCSE subjects with a range of optional subjects, as well as 3 separate sciences, because science is such a strength of our provision here at OIC Brighton. We have a 1-year GCSE programme, a very ambitious programme. You're going to hear from Chloe in a minute, who has just had a very successful period doing that 1-year programme. So obviously it's condensed and it's intense, but it enables students to take a range of qualifications at GCSE. And then we have AS and A-level in year 12 and year 13, and students take typically 4 A-level subjects, sometimes 3, and sometimes as many as 5 or 6, because we offer a range of courses alongside A-level subjects, including the extended project qualification, which really promotes independence and specialisation, and the Global Perspectives programme, which is an important part of our truly international curriculum, ensuring that our students from all over the world are exposed to ideas from all around the world and prepared for what we're sure will be very international, very dynamic careers in the future. Our curriculum is based on a high assessment model so that we have a very rich data environment and we can really successfully track students' progress and also monitor interventions and ensure that students are supported to make the progress that they need to. And these are called skits, which are standardized cumulative interval tests. And they happen every Saturday. And so students have assessments in their specific subjects and are really well prepared for examination technique. These are seen as practice, low-stake opportunities to review the work that students have been learning, to develop exam technique, to feel really confident about examinations, but also to be able to have a very clear sense of how they're progressing. And that data is obviously shared with parents through a parent portal so that wherever you are in the world, parents feel really well informed about their child's progress. Thanks, Jo.
Thank you so much, Tess. And once again, apologies for that video. I'm not sure if you heard any of it, but Tess explained it all perfectly. I'm now going to invite a couple of our students to talk about their academic experience. And first of all, I'm delighted to invite Chloe, who is in Year 12, to talk a little bit about her GCSE results and the academic approach at OIC Brighton. Thank you, Chloe.
Good morning, guys. I'm Chloe. So I joined OIC Brighton in Year 11 for a one-year GCS course. And then during this 1 year, I received like endless support from my teachers. So even though we have a very intensive course, our teacher they provide a lot of support for us. Like we have after school clinics, and I often go into the teacher classroom and ask them lots of questions, but then they're very happy to help us. So as a result, I get a very good GCSE result from this 1 year GCS course. I got 7 A-star and 2 A, and it not only reflects my own dedication, but also the good support from our teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. And yes, fantastic congratulations for those GCSE results. A really great job. I'm now going to invite, and you've already met Anjola, but we're going to invite Anjola back again to talk about her academic experiences and also a very exciting trip that she has coming up. Anjola, over to you.
As academic prefect, I get to talk about what academics do here. So as Chloe said, we're really heavy on academic support. So we have regular Saturday tutor meetings which are individually tailored to each student. So each student can feel supported in a way that works for them. We also have, as Tess said, regular Saturday skits that not only allows teachers and students to track our progress and make sure that we're improving, but makes us feel more confident and more and makes us feel more confident in our upcoming exams, and allows us to practice those skills learned in the classroom. And I also have an upcoming trip to MIT, which shows how the school pushes us, allows us to be curious, which is one of our core values, and allows us to expand our learning beyond the classroom.
Thanks, Anjola.
On my trip a little bit later.
You are going to. Thanks, Anjola. I mean, just to say, Anjola is one of our academic student council members and has also applied for the positions of student ambassador. So definitely aiming high. Okay, thank you so much. We're now going to move on to talk to Aaron. Now, Aaron was the star of the video that unfortunately didn't have any sounds. So you're going to be able to hear from him in person, actually, which is so much better. Aaron is also our head of maths, but also very involved in our metacognition project. So Aaron, over to you.
Thanks, Jo, and welcome everyone to the call. It's a pleasure to speak to you all about the work that we're doing here in a variety of ways. Obviously, mathematics is my key focus, but also we like to be a little bit thinking sideways as well to see how we can better improve teaching and learning, both from the teacher's perspective and the student's perspective. And that was the general idea of moving forward with the metacognition work that we're doing. So last year, my great colleague and friend, Dr. Fabrizio Brienza, who's also in the department, we embarked on a project called Delta, which was in partnership with the Project Zero, which is part of the Graduate School of Education at Harvard University. And we did a year of detailed thinking about thinking, effectively. So we had to take thinking routines and embed them in the teaching of normal day lessons to see if that would push students forward into a better state of mind to learn effectively, but also to reflect on what they had done and how they could improve. Because there's 6 learner dispositions that we were aiming to develop in the project. And I'll just give you a few of the names behind those, but looking to improve curiosity, or at least embed that, which is also one of our core values. Compassion, which is a hugely important one in current times in the world, but also creative thinking and creative thinking as well. And those are the key ones that we focused on last year. And we were invited to share our work with other colleagues from global Nord Anglia, where we all got to go to Boston for a week and discuss these things and to present them to the research team at Project Zero. And I'm happy to say that there's further projects coming out of that. And so this next year, we've embarked already on another project involving metacognition, but this is a more longitudinal study. So we'll do this over a period of 2 to 3 years, where several teachers in the school will be being trained in the methods that we looked at last year, and having a deeper look into how that can work in classrooms. And then we have a second version of what happened last year. So this is called Delta 2. The details of that are yet to come through, but both will be running simultaneously throughout the year, which will include training for staff, as well as training for students to understand what this is and what it looks like in the classroom. And it's very exciting. And so both projects are paired up with partner universities in the US. So Delta 2 will be in partnership with the Graduate School of Education at Harvard, and the other one is in collaboration with Boston College. So both very heavily research-based institutions, particularly in education. So we're excited about the opportunities that that's going to give us this year, both from the staff development point of view and also the student progressing point of view.
Thank you, Aaron. See, that was so much better in person on video.
Agreed.
Thank you so much for that overview. Right, we're going to now move on to our head of sixth form, Dr. Kirsten Dickers. Kirsten also oversees UCAS and everything to do with career pathways and university entrance. So, Kirsten, could I call upon you to join?
Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's good to be here and tell you a bit about what I do. So yeah, I'm the head of sixth form, and I'm also responsible for career pathways throughout the school and for university applications. That comes from my background. Before I started working in schools, I was director of admissions at a university, and so I'm using my background in the UK to help our students with applying to universities. But because I've worked in schools for a number of years and in international schools, I also have a lot of experience helping students apply overseas. And as you can see, these are some of our excellent students from last year. It was great on results day to be able to talk to some of these students and hear from them about how pleased they were with their results and how excited they were about where they were going to university. And I'm sure, so you can see we have Vicky, who's gone on to do biochemistry at UCL. Henry's gone off to Imperial College to study chemistry. And Barry has gone to do medicine. And Sherman, and if any of you are familiar with Hong Kong, I'm sure you'll be aware of how impressive this is. She received an offer for medicine from the University of Hong Kong. So we really do have some great successes. And I really enjoy helping the students with their applications and learning a bit more about kind of what excites them and what their ambitions are, and just seeing the breadth that our students are interested in, care about. To help them with that, our programme of university applications and career preparation really starts all the way back in year 9. So I have lessons with the year 9 and 10 students where we look at some general career and university preparation, but we also have more focused career pathways where we split them into other than more on sort of health and biosciences side, physical, mathematics, or humanities and social sciences and commerce. And so we will focus in our preparation specifically on those areas that the students are interested. And from year 11 onwards, all of our students have a weekly supercurricular slot where they will be in their career pathway with other students interested in the same field, and they will be having dedicated workshops. Some of it might be career preparation, some of it might be university preparation, some of it might be academic enrichment. So helping them to build their university readiness. Just to give you a flavour, so we've had our sessions last night. Our healthcare and biosciences students were looking at microscopy and careers in mental health and neuroscience. Our physical science students were looking at using maths to solve real world problems, and then a computer science workshop for some of them. And then in the humanities, they were looking at psychology in the wider world and public speaking and advocacy. So there's a really wide range of things that we try to offer them to help them build that profile for university, help them develop. They also do that through things like the competitions that I'm sure we'll hear about, supercurricular clubs. We also, throughout year 12 and 13, we make sure that they're really well prepared for specifically university applications. So we help them with writing their applications, lots of year 13 students are doing now. And we help them with things like test preparation, interview preparation, mock interviews for them as well. So there's a really sort of comprehensive program to support them in what they want to do. And hopefully the aim is that obviously they're going to achieve what they want and go on to some really exciting destinations later.
Thanks so much, Kirsten, and thanks for all of your work with our lovely graduates who have gone on to very exciting destinations. I'm just going to invite Mara, one of our year 13 students, to speak quickly about her experiences with that university support, but also an exciting trip that she did last year. So over to you. Thank you, Mara.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Mara, and in our school we have many students with different career pathways in their minds. So some of my friends are really keen in medicine, and they even, for example, volunteered in the hospitals, and others are really engaged in mathematics, physics, or for example, I'm really interested in computer science. And according to our career pathways, our school has the small group meetings on Thursdays. And depending on, for example, humanities or mathematics, what you're interested in, we also occasionally have lectures from the external visitors who are professionals in their area, and they explain to us what they do in their work, how can we be more prepared to be successful in our dream jobs, and just talk to them about our area of interests and how can they help us, and what should we do to improve. And in addition to that, for different career pathways, we also have different interview preparations. And Kirsten, as she mentioned previously, she helps us a lot with our essays and with our personal statements for universities. So we're always on time to submit everything within deadlines, to have our essays and everything finished early so we can be more focused on the quality rather than finishing very fast. Yeah, and I also wanted to talk about the trip to MIT that I had last year. So the school gave us an opportunity to participate in a challenge to have an opportunity to go to the MIT campus for 1 week. And luckily enough, I've been selected to go there. I spent 1 week in Boston with other students from all over the world, networking with people my age and also with students from the main university. We had different lectures from both a PhD students at MIT and from the professors, where they taught us many different niche topics within their area of expertise. And we also have many workshops and like, for example, lessons on how to build a engineering, for example, camera. And at the end of the project, we actually created a working camera that was used by the PhD researchers at MIT in the physics department to look at the auroras. And that was very interesting. So thank you, OIC Brighton, for giving us students and me also an opportunity to go there to explore the different really interesting scientific and just general information from the students and from my area of interest. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mara. Really exciting things that you talk about there. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Okay, so you'll notice now that I've been showing you around our Gilbert building, which is where our brilliant laboratories are. I'm going to invite one of our brilliant science team, Louisa, who is on screen now, to talk a little bit about science at OIC Brighton, and we'll meet one of our students. So thank you so much, Louisa.
Fantastic. So thank you very much for that, Jo. So as Jo said, I am one of the science team, so I teach physics here at OIC Brighton. As a department, we have downstairs in the Gilbert building, we have 2 physics labs, which are fully equipped with all kinds of equipment to not only deliver the curriculum, but to push past as well. Upstairs, we have biology. We have 2 biology labs and 2 chemistry labs, which, as you can see in the images now, have gas and all kinds of different equipment that will help prepare for the experiment. So we have a lot of different practical activities, both in lessons and we contribute to the super curriculum programme. And students come to us with ideas too. So if there's something a student's seen or heard of that they wanted to try out, we look at making things possible, as well as suggesting new opportunities for them. So we also have the makerspace, which I know you saw images of earlier, where we can encourage students to make things, develop different things. I know there were rockets on show too, but I think Jo's taking us back there. So we have competitions that students use this space to produce items for. And I think I've not seen that in other schools that I've been in, to be able to use a laser cutter with star supervision or to 3D print. So we've got lots of interesting opportunities, as I said, both inside lessons by delivering the curriculum and parts, and outside of lessons too.
Thanks, Louisa. Fantastic overview. Right, I'm going to invite Alia back again to speak a little bit about science and her future aspirations. So thank you so much, Alia.
Back again. So I hope to study medicine in the future. I do biology, chemistry, and history. I really love sciences. Biology is my favourite subject, and the support I receive for sciences here is really great. My biology teachers especially, they answer my endless questions that I have, and they always help me if I don't understand stuff. So I'm really grateful to the support I get, because without them, I would not be able to get to my dream job. So I owe them a lot. Science department also offers lots of different extracurriculars and activities. So last year in biology, one of the highlights of the year for me, we did a sheep head dissection. You might have seen some of the pictures as they were scrolling around. That was me and my sheep head, which was a really fun experience. It was really, really inspiring. I've written about it in my personal statement, and it was a really great experience that I don't think I would have gotten elsewhere. So yeah, I'm really grateful for science and the science department here. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Alia. And then Angela, just very quickly, can you just tell us a couple of sentences about your project for your MIT trip. I know it was science-based and very exciting.
So my topic to apply for the MIT trip, which I got selected for, was on how AI can revolutionize early detection of ovarian cancer. So I chose this topic because I thought it was a unique niche topic about things that are currently happening in today's world. So how it works basically is that the AI detects subtle patterns in the cancer and then classifies it and provides a report for medical professionals. So this really shows how the school helps us push ourselves and do more outside the classroom and provides many opportunities for us wherever they may be.
Thank you, Angela. A few things going on in the background there, showing our vibrant community. Angela spoke to me about this yesterday, and really that early detection of ovarian cancer using science and AI. What a fantastic project! And for a year 10 student, absolutely impressive, Angela. So thank you so much for that. Okay, we're now going to move on to the supercurricular, and I'm aware that we're a little bit behind time, probably due to my technology issues, so apologies for that. I'm going to ask Jamie to speak now. Jamie is our supercurriculum manager, and I'm just going to share a slide, so bear with me. But Jamie, please do go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, my name's Jamie. I'm the supercurriculum manager here, and yeah, I'll give you a rough overview of what that means, because it's a huge world here at OICB. And it basically covers anything outside of the curriculum. So it focuses on academic, personal, holistic, career development, and it helps our students to stand out from the rest. So it enhances your CV as well. So I always say to the students that if you're a very amazing student, but you're an amazing student with that extra thing that you do, that will help you to stand out from the rest. And as you can see on the screen now, we offer an array of those extra things to help those students to achieve that. And we've got a big array of clubs and societies, which range from sport, music, languages, sciences, all the academic subjects, including the academic booster sessions. And we've also fit that into the ABCs as well this year as well. So going back to what Tess was saying at the beginning about what the ABCs are, we have now brought that into the supercurriculum as well. Another big part of it is working with our North Anglia friends and our sister schools. So we have collaborations with the MIT, UNICEF, and we also are looking at joining the expeditions as well that North Anglia offer. A very exciting one coming up next year at Tanzania, hopefully, if we're able to get that sorted soon. Duke of Edinburgh, as well, is another area that we really hold our flag high on here, with a lot of our students taking part in the Duke of Edinburgh scheme. And also we're making links with another company called the Living Project as well, which is very similar to Duke of Edinburgh. You've heard already from Kirsten about career pathways, and that's also another big part of that afternoon session where we are. I know I haven't got much time, so I'm trying to rush through everything, but as you can see, we have a huge array of things. And the other parts are obviously trips, which include day trips and residential trips. And also we have something called Global Campus. Global Campus, going back to North Anglia, is where it connects tens of thousands of our students and 90 plus schools around the world. And our students get to access this amazing forum, which includes Pen Pals, Virtual Musician of the Year, sports challenges, debates, just to name a few. So there's lots and lots of those extra things, again, that we can add for the students to add to their CVs and go back to my point I was making first, stand out from the rest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. That was a great overview in 2 minutes. Brilliant. I'm just going to ask briefly, for Mara, could you come and have a little chat about the supercurricular activities that you do, and maybe Anna as well. So if we start with Mara and then Anna, thank you.
Yeah, sure. So again, hello again. And in In OIC Brighton, I take part in several different super curriculum activities. I'm attending the tennis club, rock tree club, and math club. So I really like math club, where we can both solve Olympiad questions and explore our interest furthermore. Sorry. And also, in addition to that, we can ask questions to the teachers if we don't really understand the topic or we want to improve and solve challenging questions with them. And that's really helpful. In addition to that, the tennis club, it's student-led. So there is one girl in our school who is a professional tennis player, and she organized the tennis club last year to help students to improve and also to create a community where teachers and students play together. So like last year, at the end of the year, we even had a competition. Both participating were students and teachers. So there was a team with like one student, one teacher. And it was really interesting. So I remember going like during the breaks or like lunch breaks, and I just see both students and teachers just queuing up to like play together. And it's really nice to see the community building up in that way. And on top of that, I'm also in the rock tree club. So last year we built a rocket with my team where we needed to meet a certain requirements. So the rocket should have gone like 200 meters high and returned back on Earth within like 35 seconds. Yeah, happily enough, we managed to do that. And this year we want to repeat our success. And I'm also leading the club with the teacher this year to help other students who didn't participate yet to have experience in creating a rocket, planning how the rocket works, and investigating in their own time and in the sessions of like aerodynamics, of like what materials should you use to 3D print in order for the engine to work correctly. And it's really interesting. So I wish you can experience that one day. And thank you, OIC Brighton, for giving us opportunity to participate in such amazing challenges. Thank you.
Thanks, Maura. What Maura's not telling you is she's also an amazing chess player, which is very impressive. And she played piano, I think. So very talented young lady. You saw a lovely photo of Maura there on her rocketry challenge. So Anna, do you want to come and have a quick talk about your recent trip? That would be fantastic. Oh, do we have Anna? Maybe not. Okay, well that's fine.
Sorry, I'm here. I was on mute. Sorry.
Thanks, Anna.
Good morning. My name is Anna, and I'm a year 13 student. And yes, I would really like to talk about the trip which I had this summer, which was a collaboration of our college and an organization, Projects Abroad, which offered me an opportunity to gain volunteering experience in Nepal. There were two choices, medicine and conservation. And as I'm considering conservation as possibly my future field, this was a truly enriching experience to have had. And now as I'm writing my personal statement and preparing my application, I find it very useful to have participated. Besides that, I'm also attending astrophysics club, chemistry club, yoga club, archery. So it's quite busy and a lot to choose from. And yes, I think though this experience outside of the school was probably most important to me because it was directly related to my field of interest. And I'm really grateful that although maybe not as many people here are interested in conservation, it's not generally a popular choice, still there are opportunities to have in that field too. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Anna. Yeah, it's a very important thing indeed. Right, we're going to move straight on to art, and you'll hear from Anna again in a moment, but I'm going to invite Catherine, our art teacher, to speak quickly. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Hello, thank you, Jo. Yes, I'd like to speak a little bit about the curriculum in art. I like to produce a lot of individual work with the students, and it's really interest-led, depending on which pathway many of the students want to follow. So currently in year 13, I have 2 aspiring architects, and so we're working through portfolios, digital portfolios. They had a recent experience in an architectural firm in order to get a little bit of industry experience that can then go into their UCAS statements. And also Alice, who's I believe is going to speak in a minute, is looking at management and visual communication. So depending on where the students' interests lie, I really like to tailor the curriculum to them. So we have aspiring games designers, animation, fashion designers, many just really interested in pursuing a creative outlook. So in year 9, we just get quite messy and we do lots of different projects with materials that culminates in an exhibition as a connection with our local village, Rottingdean, who have a fantastically prestigious gallery called the Grange, and a windmill in which we can hire for the summer to showcase some of the year 9 work. At GCSE, it's a 2-year course, and we like to do visits out to, the National Portrait Gallery, the Tate Modern, and some of our more local galleries, such as Charleston House. Again, it's very much directed by the students' interests and what they like to pursue and what they want to communicate really with their work. It's really a lot of fun. I enjoy using as many different types of materials as possible. Even though we're in one room at the moment, we are absolutely full to the brim with printing press, screen printing, painting, collage, charcoal, textiles. So yeah, it's just lovely to get sort of your hands dirty really and try with the materials and see which direction that goes in. There's an art history component as well, and once a year I introduce a National Gallery sponsored prize called Articulation, which is a public speaking competition to talk about a piece of art of any student's choice. And Anna, who's just spoken to us previously, did a wonderful presentation last year and actually got into the grand final out of I don't know, Anna, how many people? 200,000 students that had applied. And she really did us proud and talked about one of her favourite pieces of art. So if you want to pursue more of a kind of a theoretical art career, then you can certainly get involved in articulation. There's the Nord Anglia have lots of wonderful art competitions as well. So it's quite bespoke at the moment because we have relatively small numbers. We can really pursue your own choice of passion within arts and just get it to that professional standard for, the best grades possible to enter into universities that will want a very edgy and inspiring portfolio. So yeah. All right.
Thanks, Catherine, so much. And I was showing those photos of Anna, so thank you for referring to that because I have them already. Alice, can we just call on you very quickly just to give us a bit of an overview of the things you love doing in art at OIC Brighton?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alice, and I'm really happy to have this chance to share a little bit about myself and my passion of art. So for me, art has always been more than just a skill or a hobby. It's a way to express feelings, ideas, and stories that sometimes words cannot fully capture. Creating art gives me energy, inspiration, and a sense of connection to people around me, and that's why I choose to design the flags for our community. And here at OIC Brighton, I feel very lucky to join the A-level art group. Where I appreciate most is the freedom we are given to explore, experiment, and express ourselves. During the journey of A-level art, we learn how to use a new technique, explore the new techniques and the new materials, which is quite fantastic journey. This open space allows us to try, share our ideas and grow both as artists and as individuals. It really makes a difference to know that creativity is encouraged in sports here. So I believe that with this freedom, we can continue to create meaningful work and not just only shows our skills, but also reflects who we are. And
I'm truly grateful to have this opportunity to learn and create and share you guys about my passion. Thank you.
Thanks, Alice. And Alice did some amazing designs for our houses, our competition houses. Very excellent designer. We're going to, just for time purposes, we're going to move now on to English and talk about really kind of English at OIC Brighton, the importance of reading. I'm going to call upon Nick Gibson, who's also our wonderful head of Year 10, to talk. And I know, Anna, you're also going to talk in this bit as well, so maybe you can mention a little bit about articulation then. Thank you so much, Nick.
Hi everyone. So yes, of course, English is our common language at the college. We champion its use for everyday and academic purposes. Students in years 9 to 11 enter either English first or second language, and they're supported to access all their subjects, connect with their peers around the world through English. In addition, students in first language route will study literature, which enables them to use English at a higher level of challenge and reward. Moving into the sixth form, we offer English literature as an A-level alongside IELTS preparation classes for eligible students, as well as extra academic English classes for students in need of further support. We have college-wide initiatives such as the Word of the Week, the Poem of the Week, the World Book Day, Southern Schools Book Award. We integrate with Nord Anglia's global campus for activities like the writing competition and more. All of this ensures that ambitious use of English is at the forefront of our students' everyday experiences. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. That was brilliant. You'll notice that Nick's in most of those photographs. So very, very involved in everyday English. Was that you with the hat on?
I think it might have been me on stage with a wizard hat on, yes.
I think it was. Thanks so much, Nick. Now, Anna, I'm just going to ask you to come and speak quickly, just bearing in mind time restrictions. But Anna's been very involved in the library and all things English. So over to you, Anna. Thank you.
I think the most important thing I want to mention is the fact that ever since I came to the school, which was 2 years ago, there has been a continuous tradition of being able to suggest books to the library. So I actively used this opportunity, and I'm really glad that it doesn't have to be academic. It can be both fiction and nonfiction. It can be any areas of our interest. And I think that truly encourages students to be more engaged with literature when they have their own say in it. So I'm grateful for that. And yes, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anna, so much for that. Right, I'm now going to pass on to Mr. John O'Melia, who is our Deputy Principal Pastoral, and I'm going to let him use this slide to talk a little bit about wellbeing at OIC Brighton, which is a very, very big area, but I think this probably encapsulates it. Thank you, John.
Hello everyone, delighted to talk to you about wellbeing here at OIC Brighton. We use the stick of rock to talk about wellbeing because wellbeing here at OIC Brighton runs through the centre of everything that we do. All areas of academic life, all areas of supercurricular life, all areas of boarding, wellbeing is really at the centre. And our wellbeing programme is characterised by the 5 ways to wellbeing, which is our own take on the 5 ways to wellbeing. So we encourage each other as staff and students to relate to one another, have time to socialise, to stop and observe, notice the world around us and the beautiful surroundings we're in, to care, to take care of one another, and to give back to our community, our local community, and the international communities as well. We keep learning every day, and we know the importance of that. And so we are ensuring that students find out something new every day. We know that's fantastic for well-being. And we're encouraging our students to stay active. We know through our research collaborations with both the University of Oxford and using the Cambridge Wellbeing Check, University of Cambridge Wellbeing Check, that these 5 things statistically are proven to improve wellbeing. And so we talk a lot about wellbeing in assemblies, in strategy tutor time, and it really is at the centre of everything that we do. Thank you, Jo.
Thank you, John. That was a really good overview quickly. Thank you so much. Right, we're now going to pass on to our Director of Boarding, Tom Layton, who's going to talk a little bit about belonging in Brighton and why that's so important for our boarders here at OIC Brighton. Thank you so much, Tom.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Thrilled to lead the boarding provision here at OICB. Boarding is belonging, and that's what I'd like to get across to you today. That sense of belonging comes from our international and campus-based community here in Ovingdean. We are supported ably by a very experienced and a team of experts in pastoral care who nurture and work very closely with our young people to thrive. And that's both inside the classroom, supporting studies, and outside of the classroom as well. The structure and routine of boarding supports development of students, develops resilience and independence and character. And all in all, our activities and our homely feel contribute to that sense of belonging where students can thrive, support themselves and support one another. So thank you so much, and if you'd like to know more, we're always available for a tour in boarding.
Thank you so much, Tom. I'm just going to invite Lynn and Ismail very quickly to just talk a little bit about their experiences in boarding. So thank you guys if you're both on here. And in the background, I'm going to show some lovely kind of images of our boarding facilities.
So what Joe is showing on the screen right now is our house, which is my house, is Ovingdean, and it is an all-girls house from years 9 up to 13. And so this is what most of the double rooms look like, but there are also a few single rooms. It is a very tight-knit community. We have registration every night, and then we've got supervised study afterwards. And on the weekends, we have like weekly activities on Saturday nights, like baking, karaoke, painting. And then on Sundays, we have opportunities to go to sports centers and gym and just a lot of other activities. And yeah, everyone is all very close with each other. And it's just a very nice little community. And we have also touring, which I think Ishmael will talk about, and also Ainsworth, which is a mixed sixth form house.
Thanks, Lynn, so much for that and for doing that so quickly. Okay, Ismail, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, of course. So I live in the Ainsworth house, and as shown on the screen behind in the background is the Ainsworth common room, which we use. Living on campus actually is a very great experience. You're always surrounded by friends all the time. Me personally, makes me feel like a second home, whether it's studying together in the evenings or hanging out in the common rooms, as Lynn mentioned, chatting after class. You build strong friendships from people all around the world. The fact that the school is international makes you very friendly with everyone. I really also enjoy how supportive the community is. There's always someone to help you if you're struggling, and staff are caring and approachable too. It feels safe and welcome, and you never feel alone because there's always something going on. And it's great that we live on campus, because also, additionally, if we want to work back in our rooms, we can just easily go back to your rooms. You don't have to, which is a good experience, in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Ismail. And we're just going to go very quickly for our last stop onto the gym to talk about our sports provision. And we have Bex here, who is our strategy tutor for year 9, but also spearheads everything that's to do with sport here. So Bex, over to you, and I'll show the gym in the background.
Hi guys, lovely to meet you all. Obviously it's online, but you can see our wonderful gym. This is a great facility, and we have a fantastic gym manager this year in Liam, and lots of students are getting into the gym, keeping themselves really fit and healthy, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Teachers also, actually, I keep seeing some teachers, so a fit community. So I'll talk a little bit about our curriculum. So what we do in year 9 to 11, we offer a nice broad and balanced curriculum to really kind of foster that sense of curiosity. We do a lot of invasion games. So we have basketball, we have some rugby, we also have netball. We've started doing a little bit of lacrosse. Football seems to be very popular, but we're trying to broaden kind of the different types of sports that students experience, which is proving to be really successful. So that's kind of the winter sports for year 9 to 11. In the summer, we broaden it out. We do a bit of cricket and rounders, quite traditional, some of the British sports, which are great and really great as students move into university life. So that's really lovely. And we also prepare for Sports Day. which was fantastic this year. So I think you're going to see a video shortly of our sports day. So we get students prepared to head to a superb stadium where they compete for their houses. And the atmosphere was absolutely fabulous. So lots of students taking part, being really proud, earning lots of medals. And it was just a beautiful day out of school as a community. In the year sort of 12 to 13, we let students steer their PE choices a little bit more with the emphasis on kind of health and fitness. So they get the opportunity to visit the gym and do their workouts, which is really great. And also we have a yoga teacher that comes in. Also, we've got well-being walks. We offer basketball. Volleyball is really, really popular. So you've heard from a lot of our students today. So Aaliyah spoke at the beginning as our head student. And I look out my window and I see these wonderful students playing volleyball in their own time as well as in lessons, which is fabulous. Outside of lesson time, we also have some really good opportunities to play other schools in the area in football, basketball, volleyball. So we're building up a really good reputation around the city and getting involved in as many leagues and opportunities as we can. And alongside that, if you're not as keen on the competitive element, we have inter-house. So you represent your house in a number of sports. And next week on Wednesday, we do have a volleyball tournament. So students are currently signing up to represent their house and get lots of belonging points, which is great. So lots of stuff going on. Then we move into, we got a cross country inter-house, we have basketball, we have football. So the idea is that it's very inclusive and we get students involved just for fun, competitive element, but the idea is that they interact and we really kind of foster that sense of belonging. So the main thing I think from a PE perspective is obviously we want to offer something for everybody. So whether you're competitive or just want to get involved and keep yourself fit and healthy, for the mental and physical well-being, there is something for all of you. So from me to you, if you have any questions, please do let me know. But yeah, fantastic. Very impressed with the students here and looking forward to next Wednesday and to the after-school football match against the staff.
Yeah, that's very, very anticipated. Now, we're slightly over time, so I'm just going to ask AJ, who's been waiting very patiently there. I want AJ to come and tell me a little bit about what he loves about sport here at OIC Brighton.
Hi everyone, I'm AJ. So I'm a member of the school's football team and I do all sorts of sports like basketball, tennis, like basically everything that you can think of. I love sports and I think that it's a way to help me with my well-being and it helps me release stress. There's all sorts of sports options to choose from. So this year there's like new sports that's like American football and a lot more new like golf. I think there's a thing now. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to try that out. But yeah, we've got a lot of opportunities for competitions and stuff, and I'm pretty sure Bex has her plans on competitions against like different schools and stuff. But yeah, I love the sports here. We've got a good football field and we've got a good gym. There's a new league machine there that I can train for football, and I really look forward to the staff match after school today.
Who's going to win, AJ?
Us, definitely. 100%.
And do you support Brighton Hove Albion football team?
I don't support a team, unfortunately.
Oh, no,
yeah.
that's absolutely fine. Support everybody. Thank you, AJ, for waiting so patiently. We are out of time, so I'm not really going to talk too much about this, but I just thought I couldn't end the call without showing you our wonderful dining hall called the Pavilion, where you can enjoy culinary delights. We have all kinds of food on order. I'm going to just ask students very quickly, just all join in one after the other, tell me what your favourite dish is. Alice, do you want to go first, and then Lynn, Ishmael?
Yeah, of course. My favorite dish is a burger in burger night. Is quite attract me.
Perfect. Ishmael, how about you?
My favorite meal is fish and chips that we have on Fridays. I really love fish and chips.
Well, lucky you, it's Friday today. How about you, Lynn?
I really like fish and chips too. Got to represent my nation.
Brilliant. How about you, Chloe?
My favorite is Thai food, like pad Thai and curry.
Yeah, the pad Thai is amazing here. How about you, Angela?
I really love
like the chicken curry that they have some Thursdays, and on every Nigerian Independence Day make jollof rice, which is a traditional dish. So it's one of
Yeah,
the
it's good.
highlights of
Jollof rice is nice. How about you, AJ? Last one. What's your favourite?
I really like the Thai food here, and there's like a specific Thai wok station, and it's got really good food in it.
It really does. Thank you so much, everyone. I do apologise, we are slightly over time. Thank you for taking the time to explore our virtual open house today. We hope it's given you a real sense of the exciting possibilities that await you on campus. I'm just pleased that my students are much better at speaking than I am at navigating two screens. So lucky for you. We look forward to welcoming you in person soon, and we really hope to help you discover all the opportunities that offer here. Tess, do you want to end by saying thank you?
Just to reiterate our thanks for your time and attention, our thanks to our brilliant colleagues and students as being such brilliant ambassadors for the college, and to reiterate the invitation to come and visit us in person. Thanks, Jo.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.